not just locally, but internationally, nationally, and locally. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like for instance, some of our top clients here are obviously United States, United Kingdom, Mexico obviously, Canada, Australia. We cover the globe, okay? Tony, that makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'd
So,
love to have a buyer from Canada. I love those people.
I got it, well, they're good buyers, so absolutely. And Caldwell Banker is rated #1 by the Nielsen rating company as far as web visits. So more exposure equals more money. I told you that was my thing. Everything I do equals more money or I don't do it. Make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
So, and Caldwell Banker, well, if you just put it on the multiple, which a lot of agents do, which is fine, it goes out to 4 other sites. I mean, some good sites like Realtor.com, things like that. Use Caldwell Banker, it goes out to 600 sites because they're syndicated all around the world. So 4 sites, 600 sites. I mean, what do you think is going to bring you more exposure?
600.
Yeah. Obviously, again, Caldwell Banker is, I'm there because it serves my clients. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. And then, let me show you this. While the web is obviously the #1 thing to be on, I mean, 90% of the people who buy a home start their search on the web. That's statistically
Right.
true. But I don't want to leave any stone unturned. So Caldwell Banker has, you might have seen this, has a magazine called The View. This goes out to 80,000 people twice a month. In our newspapers like the Union Tribune, obviously the biggest paper, the Coronado and Californian. It's also on the web, so you got 24-hour exposure. People still like to look at pictures.
Oh, yes.
So, so all my houses go out to 160,000 targeted people each month. So your house will be in here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. And you can keep this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sure. And here's the other thing I want to say is like, not only is exposure important, but in this day and age, in this market, the response time to interest. If people are interested in a house, they want answers like right now. You understand that? Like if you called your bank and wanted to find out about your account, do you want them to call you back in 2 days? When do you want to know?
Right now.
And you probably don't believe when they say, thank you for your patience, right? So it's kind of a now world, and as soon as I get a call or a lead from a web-based advertising I have, Trulia, Zillow, Caldwell Banker, anything that we have, and we have it all, I'll play this for you. And what it does, it says, you have a lead for the property on 2323 Almond. The source of the lead is Trulia. The source of the contact is phone, or the contact is by phone or by email. I get this, I call them back right away. That makes sense?
Makes
Yes.
sense.
Sometimes I go out and I call places and people call me back in a half an hour. Like I don't even know what they're talking about. So I'm also available close to 18 hours a day. I have an assistant I work with if I'm not available. Don't be available to people in this day and age, don't be in business. That makes sense?
Oh, yes.
Good philosophy.
Yeah, well that's just, that's how it works. So this is called the lead router system, and that's what I show here. Okay, the other thing I do, this is really fun. I like it, it's fun, but why do you think I do it?
More exposure.
More exposure equals more money. And I'm aware that is the issue, but this is also fun, okay?
And the pictures. People like seeing pictures.
People do like seeing pictures, and it's proven that more pictures you have on your site, the more people will see it. That's just what they like to do. And they love virtual tours. And this is what I have for all my properties. I'm just going to show you this. Whoops. Hang on 1 second, I made just a little. Okay, now this is a house I'm sorry, I apologize for the,
Madison Point Loma, this one here.
yeah, I'll tell you about that. Well, you can stop that.